الخير جميعا. I'm gonna bore you for the coming 20 minutes. So أنا اسمي الأول محمد طنطاوي. أنا General Manager and Director for DELL EMC في مصر وليبيا. أول حاجة I'm honored إن أنا أبقى معاكم. It's a real pleasure. هكلمكم على حاجة النهاردة I'll try and I keep it as entertaining as possible. بس هي يتهيألي حاجة مرتبطة جدا بجيل اللي يعتبر جيل الأصغر مني شوية، اللي هو جيل اليوث والانتربرينورز. We have a lot of entrepreneurs in the room. في كتير entrepreneurs, startups, a lot. Great. Excellent. Okay. النهارده هحاول ان انا I try to put things into perspective from an industry point of view. في خلال ال10 سنين اللي فاتوا او اكتر حصل revolution into multiple industries. لان بمنتهى البساطه I believe you heard this multiple times. بمنتهى البساطه it came in multiple disruptors in multiple aspects لتقريبا كل الاندستريز. ومش هقعد اكلمكم كتير على Airbnb وعلى كريم وعلى اوبر، بس there are things even that are happening في السبلاي تشين واللوجيستكس وفي الجيت توربينز business model. يعني as of now الجيت توربينز are not anymore sold in capex model. محدش بيروح يدفع فلوسها. بقوا النهارده بيأجروها actually based on performance. فلما بيروح ياخد التوربينز if they perform according to what was agreed in the contract they get paid. And if it doesn't perform, they don't get paid. But everything became as a service. And that's a model that's gonna carry on. الموديل دوت بيسمح لشركات كتيرة وخصوصا الشباب الصغير اللي زيكم ان هو يفكر في بزنس موديلز جديدة يقدر يكمبيت بيها against giants. And that's a great opportunity. لأن بمنتهى البساطة الفيصل ما بقاش anymore your financial capacity and how deep your pockets are. How smart is your idea? How your experience is completely different. And how you are innovative in driving business models. علشان كده هكلمكم النهارده on the shared economy. By the way, I'm not an economist. أنا بقالي 23 سنة في الاندستري بس from a technology point of view. I'm a full-time father and husband. عندي أحسن 3 ولاد في الدنيا الحمد لله. They inspire me all the way. More than the work and more than anything else. وبتعلم منهم أكتر من أي حاجة تانية. فهتلاقوني وأنا ببريزنت برجع لبنتي وابني والأفكار المتخلفة اللي احنا بنقولها مع بعض and hopefully you're gonna enjoy. بس الستاتستكس والماث needs to be mapped to perception. النهارده عندنا في شويه فاكتس 45% من الشركات they fear ان هم في خلال من 3 ل 5 سنين they may not be existing in the world. That's a big thing. This is not small. You know Toys R Us are chapter 11? Toys R Us chapter 11 late. They played hardball with eBay. That's it. As simple as that. But even when you are a giant, if you don't play the right game with the right innovative business models, you're gonna lose the game anyway. كمان عندك 48% من الناس موجودين في الاندستري they don't know how their industry would look like. And 78 they know and there would be a digital disruptor will come and eat my lunch. That's a huge percentage. لو أكتر من الغالبية العظمى 78% they know that somebody gonna come and disrupt my business. That's an opportunity for all of us. واللي أهم دوت هيساعدنا ازاي as an economy ودولة. هل مصر محتاجة shared economy ولا لأ؟ Is this model feasible لينا؟ Does this create opportunities? We'll see. بصوا بقى the age of tech what happened. دوت 2006 the biggest market capitalization. التوب 6 companies. منهم كام واحدة oil and gas؟ 1 2 3 وسيتي جروب ومايكروسوفت وجي اي. منهم كام واحدة اويل اند جاز دلوقتي 2016؟ 1. اكسون موبيل. The rest are what? High tech. Disruptors. You can be one of these, by the way. أنا مش عايز أطول في ديت عشان عايز أكلمكم more on the shared economy, what's the purpose of it, and whether there is an opportunity or not in shared economy. لكن in general, we believe in the majority of the people that does not adopt a true digital understanding and digital transformation, enhancing the experience of their customers, they will disappear. لأن بمنتهى البساطة الجنريشن اللي فيها ابني أنا كنت عايش في دبي بقالي 15 سنة ورجعت مصر بقالي سنة. ابني كان قاعد معايا في العربية فبيقول لي السيرفيس كان يوتيوبينج. he got the quality not really nice. He was at the time 16. فقال لي I'm gonna change to do بكرة. وقلت له طب هو انت that's a hassle. قال لي لا ما انا في موبايل نمبر portability. I will not change even my number. This decision for a guy at the age of 16 is that easy. The acquisition of this customer, it takes a very long time and you can lose them by a single bad experience. So, we agree that technology is transforming the way we do everything in our life. I had a disagreement. If anybody in disagreement, raise your hand and we're gonna kill you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the shared economy. Now I'm gonna move to the shared economy. Definition of a shared economy as simple as the peer-to-peer based activity of obtaining, giving, or sharing access to goods and services. People now, they call it gig economy, platform economy, access economy, collaborative consumption. And by the way, it's existing across the board. People now are renting their kitchens, are renting their toys, are renting their cars, are renting each and everything of their lives. Somebody was doing statistics. حد فيكم قبل كده اشترى شنيور؟ أنا I bought 3. Okay? كنت كل عشان أنا I'm a handyman. I love doing things with my hand. عارف تستخدمه كل قد إيه؟ عارف تستخدمه في عمرك كله قد إيه؟ 18 minutes. By the way. How many times how much money you invested in this? جبت واحد بلاك اند دكر ولبست فيه؟ كلنا لبسنا. أنا مرتين. It's a waste of resource, and actually shared economy is forcing all of us and then share a resource and we monetize it. That's the purpose. We have a better experience and we deliver simply monetizing our resources. That's it. من غير أي كلكعة. هي sharing economy وكلام كبير لكن هي that's the reality. The reality of it إن إحنا عندنا assets not utilized. طيب. Is this an interesting part of the business? Definitely. I'm sorry, there are some non-Arabic speaking. I'm sorry, sir. All right. So should I switch completely in English? You're fine? Okay. Then I'm going to switch to Arabic. So the sharing economy is currently 18 مليار دولار, 18 billion. By 2025, the market, or actually the analysts, are expecting this going to be $335 billion. Folds and folds and folds. That's a great opportunity for entrepreneurs and investors. 95% is actually the actual usage of vehicles. These are statistics are done actually by PwC and others. 95% of the time of your car you're not using. The real thing, the real challenge, gonna be actually on whether we are going to incentivize the companies that will get into shared economy or not. Or the regulators gonna help them and give them an opportunity to compete against incumbents and giants, ولا gonna stop them. لما Uber got into the market, there was a chaos. Nobody understands how we're gonna regulate them. طب how are we going to secure them? Are they going to pay for a license of a taxi or a license of a limo? طيب, how are they going to pay taxes? طب how are we going to calculate after them the exact working hours? And they got into a regulatory challenge. And this will happen in each and every time that this will arise as a disruption in the industry. The other thing ان الحكومة او الحكومات بصورة عامة قلقانة من كمية الداتا اللي هتبقى موجودة عند كل sharing economy company. لأن بمنتهى البساطة you know too much about people and you know too much about each and everything that happens to them, and it needs actually to be regulated. Needs to be, لازم تكون مقننة. لازم يبقى ليها قانون واضح للprivacy rules، وكمان قانون واضح ان ما حدش يقدر يطلع على هذه المعلومه بالسهوله دي، لكن هي ليها استخدام. And we have to make sure ان احنا we can monetize these data. We can actually create investment opportunities for foreign investment if we provide proper data عن البيهيفير بتاعنا. Just imagine, انا دايما بقعد اتخيل حاجات. Just imagine that we can deliver to a lot of some of the foreign investors data on how many of our youth would love certain brands to be available at certain price tag. Would they come with a mass of plus 90 million in population and invest in the country? Well, they would. But if I don't have the data, I'm going to be talking only about, and I will give you tax exemption 18 شهر، فيقول لي لا أنا عايزهم 5 سنين. طب أقول لك طب هنخليهم 3. The rules of the game that I'm giving him is not around the market intelligence and around the data I'm delivering. كمان في حاجة تانية لازم نساعد بيها ان الكونسيومر should be able to control. وكمان ما نسمحش، لأن كان في من أحد الدسكشنز اللي اتعملت على TEDx ان some of these applications are biased. They support certain gender, they support certain religion, they support certain political direction, they support certain things. And we cannot allow this. So we need to control it as per the law والدستور. However, the venture capitalists are actually very, very hungry for these. This is where they want to put their money. Then simply, there are very few opportunities where you put the dollar, you get 3x or 5x. It doesn't happen in traditional business. 3x and 5x are into these shared economy models. The reality of it that in احنا the market is expecting in 50% of the global revenue going to happen through the shared economy. This is, as of now, is 5%. It's going to take some time, but PwC, they see 6 to 7 industries are transforming for good. Some of the things that I'm hearing in discussion around in logistics and supply chain, for instance, they are Uberizing the model. Aramex, they are checking, or actually some of the other ones, DHL and others, whether we need to Uberize our delivery or not. Does it make sense? Yes, definitely it makes sense. But how it's going to be secure to deliver their packs? Is it going to be making sense to them or not? Financially, it sounds very, very, very much compelling. And the most important, and the 60% of the work is, this is the big part of the shared economy. انك انت بتحل unemployment. You create employment opportunities within the SMEs and within new ideas, market opportunities that were not there in the first place. Whether we like or hate the model of Uber, Careem, Lyft, and others, they created job opportunities for people who are very decent. And I believe it's definitely by far a far better experience لينا عن التاكسي العادي اللي كلنا عانينا منه. صح؟ طيب I believe أنا حبيت إن أنا أوريكم، أنا مش هطول كتير، أنا عايز لو في أي أسئلة. From a technology perspective, that's a journey that we allow. I will tell you what we do to help others in order to do that. But this is the feedback on the sharing economy. 86% agree, انتوا أكيد صغيرة شوية فهقراها لكم, that it makes life far more affordable. 83 agree that makes life more convenient and efficient. 89 agree it's based on trust between providers and users. And that's one of the things اللي أنا دايما إحنا بنتعود عليها with time. مين بيحجز booking.com وإكسبيديا كلنا صح؟ How frequently we used to look into the reviews and how frequently we look into the reviews now? Almost every time. فاحنا we trust each others as users. لأن أنا وأنت لما هندخل في الإكسبيرينس, if you give me bad feedback, I know that you have no intentions whatsoever to mislead me. Actually, you get scored on your social credibility based on these. But if your social credibility goes down, you will not get the same offers. The same applies على الدسكشن اللي كانت حاصلة قبل كده around the vloggers والbloggers والviral videos. The content is about this. Content is around creating the Swedish guy that's making $120 million every year out of the gaming videos on YouTube is actually creating something very unique for the youth. And my son follows him. Eh? Yes. Unfortunately, ابني دايما بيقول لي اسمه بنكسف ان انا بس انا باين له ان انا فاكر. But the reality of it is all around the experience يا جماعه. You may come with a very resetted entrepreneurs. وبليز اسمعوا دي كويس، ما تخليش الافكار الصغيره. بقى حد فيكم شاف الفيديو اللي احنا كلنا تداولناه اللي كان بين احمد رمزي وكمال الشناوي ولا مش عارف somebody around Uber? Did you see it? Actually, it's an Uber idea in the 60s. احمد رمزي كان بيقول لاخوه ان هو هيبتدي يرنت cars and drivers at the same time at the time where the resource is available. It's 100% shared economy, it's 100% Uber model. Could have been Egyptian invention in the 60s. بس انا مش عارف المخرج سكت عليها ليه يعني ما عندوش دم بصراحه. ف the reality of it انها it's happening. It's happening اكتر. I believe in I'm running out of time. I have another 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay. Then أنا مش هطول يمكن علشان آخد سؤال أو اتنين. أنا I believe in the حاضر. أنا ممكن أوقف وأسمع سؤالك أحسن لي. عشان هتعلم كمان. I believe the coming 20 years is going to be completely different. There are not only the shared economy is the only invention. You have 5 to 10 clear inventions that are happening as of now. Blockchain, robotics, virtual reality, a lot of 5 to 6, 7 industries that are getting created وإحنا قاعدين. Let's be part of it. ولازم مجتمعنا وبلدنا to contribute heavily into this لأن إحنا we are bad in quality of performance of labor, لكن we are good and smart in design and applying our methodologies. But I believe into you are a great opportunity. Wherever you are, you can deploy this and we can help you on doing that. I believe in mega shifts that will happen. It's not only knowledge, it needs a lot of imagination. الشركات اللي نجحت اللي created real leaps عملوا imagination. I believe Uber was created في فرنسا علشان كانوا مش عارفين يتكلموا مع سواق تاكسي بالفرنساوي ويطلبوا تاكسي. هم كانوا تحت برج ايفل ولا حاجه كده. But there are challenges. A trusted technology is not there yet, and it's not secure. And as well, ethics is not automated. Technology has no ethics. So we need to put our part into it. And we need to make sure that we have the human side integrated into this in an ethical way. بحيث ان احنا we contain the data and we manage the data in a proper and ethical fashion. And finally, the future belongs to those who can hear it coming. And this is where we need all to think and focus. فهروح لحضرتك. I believe I will not talk even around my company. I don't want to talk about it. سمع.
السلام عليكم. انا عايز اقول لحضرتك ان انت جبت لي حته فكره ابلكيشنز. انا اصلا سوفت وير هاوس ستارت اب كلامك ده عايز اقول لك ان انت جبت لي حته فكره الابلكيشنز ده هتساعد في يعني بعد ما نخلص انا عايز اقعد معاك فيها، هتساعد في هتعمل شير للايكونومي وشير للسورس جامد جدا. حاجه ثانيه عايز اقول لك بمناسبه ان البلوجر والكلام ده، انا اساسا بلوجر في اليوتيوب اساسا وعندي شانل في الموضوع ده، فانا استسمحك بعد ما نخلص نقعد معاك في الفكره ديت وان شاء الله هتعجبك يعني.
شرف ليا ان انا اتعلم عنها.
الله يخليك.
افتكرتك هتسالني سؤال صعب ومش هعرف، انا مش هرد anyway. بس انت عارف الافكار بتيجي باي ذا واي جاست كروس يور مايند. كنا قاعدين في الساحل وكان في حد تعب معانا، والشخص اللي كان تعب ما قدرناش للاسف نجيب طبيب بسهوله. بس somebody came with an idea ان احنا how we log دكاتره وهم موجودين في السفر to locate their places and whether they are able to accept emergencies ولا لا. وهو he's working on the application as of now. بس it came in a discussion like this. يعني let's sit اول لما حضرتك تخلص. اتفضل يا فندم.
هو في جزء حضرتك اتكلمت عليه بالنسبه لمصر، انا كنت عرفته عن طريق مدير السابق ليا ان مصر لحد دلوقتي ما عندهاش انفورميشن اكسشينج بروتوكول ما بينها وما بين الدول الثانيه. يعني في حاجه اسمها طبعا حضرتك عارفها اللي هو البروتوكول بتاع الانفورميشن، ان في حاجه انسبيشن مثلا في شركه في امريكا ما تقدرش تنقل معلومات معينه او certain level of information لمتسوبيشي مثلا في اليابان الا غير تحت تحت permissions معينه يعني. فلحد دلوقتي احنا ما عندناش الجزء ده، فازاي احنا هنقدر ان احنا
لا سوري انا معلش. كل قطاع ومقنن ليه، يعني مثلا قطاع البنك المركزي بيحدد قواعد تداول المعلومه بين البنوك، ومش مسموح للبنوك ان هو ياخد معلومات ريليتد للترانزاكشنز وللعملاء لان فيها فيري كريتيكال داتا بره الدوله. نفس الوضع بالنسبه للاوبريتورز، اتصالات، فودافون، اورنج، تيليكوم ايجيبت عنده كلير ريجوليشنز. ممكن عندك ارياز ثانيه ما فيهاش انف ريجوليشنز، ممكن الله اعلم، بس اي حاجه ريليتد لكريتيكال داتا امن قومي مقننه وواضح قواعدها. ولو انت عايز معلومه لكن قواعد الخصوصيه مين يطلع على ايه ده محتاجه بقى تقنين وتشريع من مجلس الشعب. انا معاك.
اضافه على الكلام اللي قاله الزميل، حضرتك بتقول ده قانون.
بص بصيت لي وبتهددني.
قانون حمايه المعلومات. قانون حمايه تداول المعلومات الشخصيه، واحنا كنا بنتكلم قريب في الموضوع ده، هيصدر قريبا ان شاء الله، لان ده بسببه بيضيع شغل كتير جدا من شركات في مصر وبيروح البرازيل والهند واوروبا بسبب النقطه دي. هي دي نقطه بس حبيت اضيفها، ان المشروع القانون هتقدمه الدكتوره مريان عازل خلال الدوره الحاليه لمجلس الشعب، وعندها كل التفصيل بتاعه جاهز، وان شاء الله نسمع عنه قريب ويفتح مجالات عمل كتيره جدا.
يعني ان شاء الله. انا احب ان انتم كمان تتابعوا دكتوره مريان. دكتور مريان عازل عضو مجلس الشعب نشيط بصوره غير طبيعيه، بتعمل هيرنج سيشنز وبتكونتريبيوت مع الشباب. تابعوها لانها فعلا ممكن تساعدكم وتساعد نشاط الاندستري ان جنرال.
واستاذه في النايل يونيفرستي كمان قبل
صح،
وفعلا نشيطه لاقصى درجه يعني.
صح. اتشرفت بحضرتك.
Good. Thank you very much.